This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I want to talk about Dune 2. It's just about a couple of weeks away. I think Feb 29. It's released in cinemas. If you haven't seen the original, I mean, it's a very famous book. It's been done before in the 80s.
I haven't seen one and I haven't seen two.
This is Denis Villeneuve is the director, and he has directed Sicario, Arrivals, some amazing movies. He's my favourite director. It's an amazing movie. I love it so much that yesterday I took my son Huey to the cinemas to watch the original again before Dune 2 comes out in a couple of weeks. That's the 8th time I've seen the movie.
Oh my God, you love it.
And they said the reason why we did go and see it because they said we've got we'll show you some scenes from the next movie at the end of the movie. So we were there for 3 hours just waiting for all this stuff. Timothee Chalamet's in it. He's the main actor in the movie, and he's a good-looking man. He's gorgeous. He's 28 years of age.
Is he the one that was linked to Kylie Jenner?
Yeah, they're dating.
Oh, they are dating.
They're dating at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks like he's 16.
Yeah, he does.
He's 28 years of age. Josh Brolin's in it as well. You remember Josh Brolin from? Well, he was in Sicario. He was also in Goonies. He's 55 years of age, and he on the side he writes a bit of poetry.
Oh, does he? So in the downtime, when he's in his trailer, he's just jotting down a little bit of poetry. Okay.
So he's written a poem for Timothee Chalamet because they're such good mates on set, right?
That's a good idea, isn't it?
It's a gorgeous thing, isn't it? So he's written... Your face is etched by adolescence. Your cheekbones jump towards what are youth-laden eyes that slide down a prominent nose and onto lips of certain poetry. And the way that you hold my gaze makes me fear my own age.
Oh, God, that sounds like the Far Too Personal Trainer.
He's released this poem and the internet's gone a bit crazy. One guy's written, imagine your 55-year-old co-worker reciting this poem about you in the break room.
I certainly haven't got that from our bosses here at Nova.
And I read that and I went, yeah, that is a bit weird. So what I did last night, I sent Ollie, who works on the show, Ollie's 23 years of age. I'm 47 years of age. Now, is it fair to say that Ollie's our Timothee Chalamet? He's a good-looking young lad.
He's a good-looking rooster. He's classic Chalamet. There's no other way I'd describe this man. Iconic Chalamet. Last night at 7 o'clock you received a text message, didn't you?
I did.
Can you...
I set the scene. Do you want me to set the scene? I was at dinner with some friends and my phone's down on the table, my phone pings and my friend picks up my phone. I'm like, oh, who is it? And they're like looking at the phone shocked and they're like, it's Fitzy. And I'm like, what? And they pass the phone over and it just says, hey all, hope you've had a good weekend, mate. Weird one, but I've been writing a bit of poetry lately and wrote one about you, if that's okay. And then before I could even think about writing a reply, the poem comes through and I'm like, and I just read it. And we all just read it, pass it around the table, and we're like,
"Oh my God! How did you reply, Al? What did you reply to a weird co-host?
I waited 30 minutes because I had to sort of, digest it, and then I messaged Lizzie and Key on the team. I was like, thinking it was a bit of a bit, I thought maybe Fitz has had a couple of wines, he's gotten a bit deep on a Sunday night,
more than a few wines,
either that or he's on ChatGPT. And I messaged him, and I was like, ha guys, did you guys get a message from Fitz about a poem?
Oh,
both were like, no, what? And then I thought, I was a bit stressed out because I didn't want to reply, with too jokey in case you write the raps and you write the parodies, so I thought you're pretty good with your words. Maybe here's a bit of a side hobby. So I didn't want to reply like ha, good one. But I also didn't want to be like, oh, thank you, that's really kind in case it was a joke. So
that's
I sort of
really
did
sweet.
A reply that did both. But then people have said, the more I've read it, people have been like, oh, you got good cheekbones. So I thought when I read that, I thought maybe he's noticed my cheekbones.
Maybe he's in love with me.
The more I read it, the more I was
You look like you've been stressing over this.
I was shaking last night.
Fitzy's hitting on me.
Because it is, when you do think about it, I mean, they are mates, those guys, but it is a bit weird that a 55-year-old is writing a poem about a 28-year-old co-worker.
Just a bit.
So another guy has written people acting like it's weird for Josh Brolin to write a poem about Timothee Chalamet, but I've been writing poems about my colleagues for decades.
What?
And this bloke's written, Daniel, I'm in the walls between your office and mine, smiling, for soon I shall become you and take over your family.
Oh, my God. There's 3 other Casanovas hanging around the office this morning, Fitz. So they're only 18 if you want to write some more poems.
You've got amazing cheekbones, but I don't mean that. It was just a setup for the break.
Now he's disappointed, Fitz.
Yeah, I know.
Now he's
I had my Valentine's Day plans sorted. I was going to send you some flowers.
Oh, I love that. How cute is it? Hug it out, you two.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.